Good morning, Thursday morning. Today, TechCrunch Day. That's all. That means one thing. I put on my TechCrunch socks all day long at TechCrunch Disrupt, the first full-day TechCrunch event in Tel Aviv. Very excited about it. Here we go. To the convention center here in Tel Aviv, 7:45 a.m. I have an 8 o'clock meeting, and then I believe TechCrunch begins at 8:30. I love coming early. I don't know who said it, but someone said, you know how you avoid coming late to things? By coming early. So we're waiting for TechCrunch to start. It's starting in like 15 minutes, and early. I was really happy when you told me you're an early morning person, because I'm a big-time early morning person. I'm meeting with my friend Adina here, who I think out of almost all the people I've ever met in my life, we met in the most random circumstances. Remember where we met?
Yeah, but I'm sure you've met people in more random circumstances.
Not really. In a synagogue in Paris. Really? It's a little weird.
Okay.
We met on Shabbos, over the weekend, in a synagogue in Paris. Very random. I think, who connected us? Who was the one in, what's his name? Schwabel, right?
Yeah, friends with him.
Friends with him, right? What's up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Hi,
hey Schwabel, what's your name? Who are you? Talk to me.
Me?
Yeah, you. Who else would I be talking to?
Okay, I'm Adina Phillips.
Yes.
I live in Brooklyn.
Okay.
We spend a lot of time in Tel Aviv, which is why we get to sit here.
Love it. How's the weather, by the way?
Watching everyone know you while they're walking into TechCrunch.
It's very weird. Like, I'm very bad with that stuff. I have to. Maybe you could train me on how to remember people. Okay, wait. So first of all,
it's a very good book on memory. Did you read Walking with Einstein?
I have the worst.
Moonwalking with Einstein. I can't even remember the title.
I will buy
it. Read it.
I'm buying it. I'm going to buy that book. Okay. Wait. So first of all, can we discuss the weather right now?
Let's only talk about the weather.
I don't want to do that, but let's talk about the weather right now. How amazing is the weather right now?
It's like a whole mix of amazing.
Right? It is so perfect, the weather right now. Okay, that's just, you know we're getting old when that's like an exciting thing for us.
I'm basically only going to talk to people about the weather for the rest of the day.
Can I just say that, like, growing up, we would go on like on family trips. My dad would like stop, take a picture of a flower, and admire the weather, and I'm like, dude, what is up? And I've become that guy. Anyway, all right, it's all good. Embracing life. Okay, so talk to me. What do you do?
I'm an organizational consultant and executive coach. I work with companies and people in transition.
Love it.
Help them structure thoughtful processes around change.
Wow, you are like that came out like butter.
That's the first time I ever said it, Tyler.
That was really, okay, now can you, like, listen, 8:30 in the morning, I've had one coffee out of the 3 that I'm going to, or 4 that I'm going to have. Do you not do coffee?
You tricked me. No, you tricked me.
I know, we were gonna, okay, so let me publicly apologize. We were supposed to have breakfast at a cafe in the port of Tel Aviv. That's where I thought TechCrunch was, because there's really 2 places that there are conferences in Tel Aviv, where we are now, the convention center and the port. And so I just assumed we were in the port, and it's not, it's in the convention. So I literally wrote Adina while she was in the cab, and I'm like, make a U-E. She said U-E. Make a U-turn. Who says U-E? I feel like, I don't know. And I told her to come here, so there's no coffee here. So we're literally, let me just show you what I'm seeing in front of me. That is the TechCrunch conference. People are waiting to go in. So I have not had coffee. I've had 1. Adina's had 0. So and I kind of like put her on the spot. Like, let's do an interview.
And it was until 3.
Really?
Working American hours.
Oh boy. How long are you in Israel for now, by the way?
Just another week.
Okay. Let me ask you this.
And then I'm off to Egypt.
Really?
Yes.
Tell me the story there.
I'm going with an organization I'm on the board of called the Israel Policy Forum.
Wow. Egypt.
Yeah.
Never been.
Meeting with some interesting people there.
Super interesting. Let me ask you a question. If somebody who's watching this thinks that you can be of value to them, how do they learn more about you?
So I'm kind of under the radar. I don't have a website. I feel embarrassed to say that outside of TechCrunch.
How are we friends?
This is like I'm the best kept secret in that organizational change
Can
world.
we actually fix that?
I don't want to commit to it on video, but we can talk about it.
Wait, honestly, you don't want a website? Like if I bring you a web developer and a designer and we'll sit with you and interview you and understand your value and then put it on a website, you wouldn't want that?
No, I do. I just never got around to it.
So let's do it.
Sure.
All right, if you're a web developer, hit up Adina. Can we do your email? Can we give people your email so they can reach out to you?
Sure. It's Adina at AdinaPhillipsConsulting.com.
Okay, so
but my spelling is a little complicated.
A-D-E-N-A.
Very good.
Listen, I pay attention.
And Phillips?
P-H-I-L-L-I-P-S. Shoot.
1 L. I always say 1 L like the screwdriver, but someone just told me that the screwdriver has 2 L's.
What did that? I don't even know what
I
you're
don't
talking
even know.
about.
Like the Phillips screwdriver.
Oh. It's like, what? Screwdriver doesn't have any L's.
That was always my line. I'm not sure.
That's funny. Okay, I don't know. We can Google it. Hey Siri, let's do this right now. How do you spell Phillips screwdriver?
Phillips screwdriver is spelled Phillips.
Literally my whole life, I say to people, Phillips like the screwdriver.
Well, there's 2 L's in Phillips, so fail. All right, we're gonna try to make you a website.
All those emails.
And people who, whether it's, you don't only work, like you work with massive pharma companies, you work with nonprofits, like you're across the board.
Yeah.
Work with people, you train people.
Yes. People, organizations.
So can I give you my 2 cents?
Yes.
So in my world,
3 cents.
okay, 3 cents. In my world, there are certain phrases / words that when I hear them, I roll my eyes internally. Like I don't roll my eyes. You won't see me roll my eyes, but I really am rolling my eyes. And on LinkedIn, for example, or on Twitter, when someone follows me on Twitter and they call themselves a coach,
yeah.
To me, like that, I was like, okay, they couldn't call themselves anything else. They call themselves a coach. So I don't know. Again, I don't know. I guess you're not targeting my world startups, but if you ever do, we have to figure out a better word than coach.
I would love to work with startups.
We got to work on that, but then we have to come up with a better word than coach, because I think startups and entrepreneurs hear the word coach and they're like, huh? So I mean, at least maybe it's just my bias. I have no idea.
Yeah.
All right, listen, I'm gonna turn this thing off so we can have a couple more minutes.
I would love that.
Really? You're not having a good time? Wait, are we not having a good time? You're not enjoying this?
My breakfast within a mile turned into being videoed without coffee outside.
So, what's wrong with that?
Love it. I love it.
This is a great interview. I'm having a really good time. How's the interview, guys? You enjoying this? I'm having a good time with it. All right, so reach out to her if you think she can help, and yeah, let's turn this thing off and have a couple more minutes, and then must have caffeine. Thanks. It was great. It was great to get you on camera, and I'm happy you agreed. Very spontaneous. Very impressive. So I walked into TechCrunch and I meet this guy. Looks like a rabbi, right? Yeah, so guess what? Google named you? Yeah. Google named this guy the 22nd best hacker in the world. What's your name?
Israel.
And what do you do? What's your story?
Our startup uses Reflective, called Reflective, and what Reflective does, we're scanning a website for the owner to let them know what happened on the site. Because as a hacker, I can tell you that from my experience, on website there is such a thing that you don't even know as a manager. So we first time give the website owners the ability to know what actually happened on their website.
Love it. What's your website? What's your website? If people want to read more, what's your website?
www.reflective.com.
R-E?
Yeah, I'll show you my card. It's going to be better.
May I? See if we can get the focus on this thing. So it's reflecttiz.com.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Good to see you, man. Get your ticket. I'll catch you afterwards. Bright and early, TechCrunch Disrupt, Tel Aviv, bump into Natalie Portman, sorry. So the first time we met, she looked very much like you, the blonde hair, you look a little bit less like Natalie Portman now, so let's just leave that alone. Also, we're not fans of Natalie Portman anymore.
No.
So
no.
Yeah, forget Natalie, you suck, Natalie. All right. Why am I getting political at 8:30 in the morning? What's wrong with you, Hillel? Relax. Okay, now, I want to talk about something very specific. So we had lunch, what, like a month ago? A month and a half ago, something like that? And we were talking about your future, and you're like, you know, I want to work with great people, I'd love to go into tech, but I don't have that much experience. We had a whole conversation. I said to you, correct me if I'm wrong, this is the way I played it in my head, but this is what I remember. It's like, you're talented. Like, the fact that you don't have this particular skill or that particular skill is borderline irrelevant. I say, you know, people today hire for talent, not for skills. At least smart people do. And maybe you internalize that message a little bit?
Very much.
So first of all, who are you? Let's just start with that. What's your name?
I'm Eliraz.
And you know what? This is for our next interview. We'll talk about your background because you have an interesting story. Her husband's sitting right next to me here. What's up? Okay, you have a very interesting story, just like on a personal level. But I don't know what's going on my camera today. But I'm gonna get it at the end. It will stand and it will be straight. She wants her coffee. I know. Okay.
Pretty good.
I did not let her have her coffee. I'm like, you're getting on camera. Okay. So bottom line is we had this conversation. Maybe a couple of weeks later, I met with a woman named Neri who was on the vlog. I worked with her a long time ago. You know, promoted her company. You saw it on the vlog?
I saw it on the vlog.
Saw it on the vlog. And then you're like, you know, that's an awesome company. I'd love to apply for a job there. I then forwarded your CV to Neri. What did you get yesterday?
I got a contract and an offer.
So this is your first official tech gig. And you're working for a super hot company, Kiwi?
Kiwi.
Name of the company? Key, as in Keywe. I don't know why I always mix up W and Y. Something. I also only had 2 coffees. So give me a break here, people. All right, but you got your gig, you got your contract. You are starting to work at this super duper hot company. And you know the lesson I think for anyone watching, just in general, is
shoot your shot.
Take the shot. Eh? It's like you've been watching my vlogs, right? You take the shot. It doesn't. You know what's the worst that could happen? You just got yourself. Maybe you don't even realize this, but you just got yourself a dream job. You really did. Like I'm not just saying that.
You really
like,
did.
It's a career shaping, or I should say, not. I don't even want to say career starting. It's a career shaping, career creating opportunity, and it's because you took the shot. And in theory, you know, you'd be like, maybe I'm not qualified. You know, and I'll just tell you what went on behind the scenes. I said to Neri, listen, she's a star. That's about. There's gonna be Paris over there. Shimon Paris, the son, just walked in. Anyway, bottom line is, super duper happy for you. Go kick butt, and yeah, just you know, do your thing. I'm really happy for you. Just wanted to tell that story to the world. Take the shot. Take the shot.
Take the shot.
These guys are checking us out. All right, go have coffee. We'll talk later. Sorry for forcing you to get on camera, but I'm happy I did. Last year, Viva Tech, in the media lounge, I bumped into a certain man, kind of a big deal, named Chemi Peres. First of all, I got to get it out of the way, the famous late Shimon Peres' son, but also the top VC in this country. And I didn't even ask him because I was afraid he'd say no, so I just wanted to say hello. Morning, Chemi. How are you?
Morning, Hila.
You know, I was afraid if I'd say pre-coffee, can we do an interview, you would have said no, so I just turned on the camera. But I'm going to let you have your coffee. I'm going to let you get your ticket. Just wanted to say thank you for everything you do for everybody, for the state of Israel, for the world. You do amazing things, and I'm looking forward to reading the book.
Okay.
I'm seeing your tweets. I love that he's on Instagram and on Twitter. I love that. It's really you, right? Love it. All right, I'm gonna turn this thing off now. Who are you?
Israel Gross, I'm co-founder of L7 Defense, and we have Danny Copy listening to you.
Who are you?
I'm Daniel Carr from Cisco.
One and only. You guys are doing. You've been on the vlog before, right? I interviewed you.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. You have never been on the vlog.
The first time.
Vlogged me before.
Yeah. You know what? It's funny you use that word vlogged as a verb because what's with people calling vlog vlog? You call it vlog? Have you heard that before? Why do people call vlogs vlog? It's a pet peeve. Anyway, it's just me venting in the morning. Have you had coffee?
I have. Have
you?
you?
Yeah.
Have you had steaks today?
Can you tell if I've had coffee or not?
You didn't have coffee, I can see.
I've had two.
Oh, you have two? So you need another one.
Another two. All right, I'm gonna go get coffee. I'll catch you guys. Good to see you guys. So John Biggs, I don't know if you know where I met you the first time. No way you remember, but I met you in the Inbal Hotel in Jerusalem. I think one of the first times you came to Israel. I think.
Didn't we go to like some kind of? Did we go to like a Camel brewery or something like that together?
That was years later.
Years later.
First time I met you, we didn't know each other back then, but we met in Jerusalem at like a meetup in Jerusalem. I think it was
Wow.
like easily like 10 years ago. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, I know.
So you're got to be one of the most experienced writers at TechCrunch. 12 years?
12 years, yeah.
Are you the most veteran writer there?
It's me and Mike Butcher at this point.
Oh, Mike Butcher,
Mike
that's
Butcher
right.
and I. I'm sorry, I have to be a writer.
How many years has he been there?
I think about the same. So we both got hired at about the same time.
So I feel like, you know what, your status there gives you the ability to have probably the most cynical articles on the entire site. Like when you write, I sit there reading, laughing out loud. Like
Yeah.
you don't even like. There's no like old barred with you. I love it.
know.
All right. So in addition to that, you're also doing another side gig with your wife.
Yeah, well, my wife's doing all the logistics for this thing. So it's basically just an editorial company called Typewriter, typewriter.plus. And we edit documents, we can write blog posts for you, and all kinds of other good stuff.
Love it. Typewriter.plus.
.plus.
That's the website. Love
All right,
it.
perfect.
Very cool, man. If I can help with anything, you let me know, and it's always great to see you.
All right, thanks, man.
Thanks. So I'm actually leaving TechCrunch right now, and there's not many people that I would leave TechCrunch for. But when Becky Strapp says she's buying me lunch, not only is she buying me lunch, but apparently she's bringing me to like this hot new restaurant. Where are we going?
Malka, the new Eyal Shani kosher restaurant.
You had me at meat. Who are you? What do you do? What's your story? Come back in the frame. Where are you going?
Becky Strapp worked for you back in Israel.
Love it. All right, let's go eat lunch, all right? So unfortunately, the restaurant we went to, Becky's had it at night, and there were some amazing lamb chops and meat stuff, and there wasn't in the afternoon. It's all carbs, so we're going to meet those, so good news. Walking out of Mitos, and this woman says, "Hey, I know you from Twitter. I love the internet. Who are you? What's your name?"
My name is, on the Twitter, I'm Endora. That's me.
Endora.
That's me. This is my daughter, Eleanor. That's Alon.
Hey guys, what's up?
They're married. That's a friend of mine, Boaz.
Hey boss, what
I
up?
was 20 years the right hand of Mr. Moti Zisser.
Oh, okay.
You should rest in peace.
Okay, cool.
This was our building right
Oh,
here.
wow.
Yeah.
Could you send me a tweet so we can have coffee?
Yes, of course.
We're gonna have coffee, okay? Good to
All
meet you
right.
guys.
Very
That was like one of the coolest stories ever.
Right?
One of the cool. I'm so happy you said hello. Thank you so much.
Take care.
Great to meet you guys. Take care, guys. Oh my God, I love the internet. All right, it was a good day. It was a good week. Sunday night, heading to New York to give my commencement speech at Touro College in front of close to 3,000 people. Freaking the heck out. Excited, but nervous. The next episode will be my journey to New York. See you then.